government's now policy about looking at venture capital and financiers of projects in a much more relaxed manner. I think Rajesh here will be able to talk much more about it, so I won't say too much. But even banks are supporting various projects. In fact, banks by giving their own business to startups are doing a wonderful job. And I have several companies that are accessing very large institutions like the banking sector for business. So you have a lot going, and I will stop there because I'm sure the others would have a lot more to say too.
Ravi, would you like to add something to
Sorry, I'm sure you are done.
Since Mr. Mehta, you mentioned about startups, I think it's a young crowd there, and as Bala mentioned, they are more aware about what's happening in the ecosystem than us sometimes. But still, I think there is a lot of myths about what is a startup, and therefore I would just dwell a minute on that because that's very critical. Because most of the time, what you read on internet and what you follow in news is about, I would say, a very small percentage of startups which are there in the system, probably which are raising some investment or raising some money, and therefore they get in the news. And therefore people relate startup to venture capital. That anybody who's raising equity actually is doing a startup. So first of all, I would just try to tell you that startups have been there from centuries. Startups have been there for hundreds of years. There were people who invented this mic, this bulbs, this cars, these aeroplanes. I don't think there have been more disruptive kind of interventions ever. There have been really big discoveries. Over the last 100 years, the Western world, the capital world has created a system in which these businesses can be, monetized. There is a legal structure available, there is an institutional structure available, corporate structures available, especially coming from America. 100 years ago, companies were formed which are still there, and they are the biggest companies of this world. They are 100 years old companies, started by entrepreneurs. Walmart was an entrepreneur journey, a person who set up one store by store. If you read Sam Walton's story, he set up one store and really spent 2 to 3 years on setting up that one store. And today you see where he is. So startup is not just linked to raising venture capital. Somebody opening a shop is a startup. Somebody running a small restaurant is a startup. Somebody doing a small design studio in his home is also a startup, a venture. It's a venture for them. So when you think and link startup to venture capital, you limit your thing. You are trying to do something which can raise money. I think I just want to break it there. First of all, you should believe in something. You should know that you really like doing something. Probably it's a passion of yours. You just really want to do something very good there. You can see that sector better. You understand something more than other people. Typically a business will start when people see a gap, because they see them something, there is a gap and nobody is addressing, just like the cigarette story. He is suddenly realizing there is a gap and why somebody is not selling cigarette all around. So he started his venture. But there is something else because he's understanding something very different. That's a disruptive thing, maybe a technical skill. He's realizing that he can create something new, which none of the people even know about it. So there is a gap, which is a Uber solution or a Ola solution, and there is a new creation, which people don't even really know, but he can create that. So a venture is nothing to do with, first of all, a raising of capital. If 99% of the businesses that you see around you, 99% of the businessmen that you see around you, very wealthy people who create a lot of wealth for themselves, for their families, for their employees, and for the society, they do great jobs. They didn't even raise money from probably anyone. Most of them raised money themselves, very small amounts from their families and friends, and grew up. So startup business, startup which we talk today, when we talk about startups from a venture capital perspective, are when you try to do something which is even disruptive, and you need more money for that, and you need external investors in that. Those are the startups probably we talk about in the market, and those are the startups which venture capitalists look at. Otherwise, don't limit yourself thinking that if I don't raise money, I cannot do a startup. So I'm just starting with that, and then we'll carry on from this. So startups definition is not startups which raise venture capital. The biggest company which created the biggest wealth in this country is Infosys. And Mr. Narayan Murthy his initial fundraising was from about 75 lakhs from a Karnataka State Finance Corporation. He never raised venture capital. So, and that company created the biggest wealth for the investors of this company. So, capital has different forms, capital has different shapes, which we'll discuss as we move on.
Hi. So just to take forward what Ravi just mentioned and what is a startup from, so that the venture capitalist view is the view which is very critical from the funding point of view. The other side of it is what is the product? Why are you doing it? Yes, passion, understood. Idea, understood. Does it fit in? Is there a need? Have you hard tested it? Then is where the product or the concept gets germinated and developed, is where the startup journey starts. So the first thing, again going back to the story and taking it from Bala and Ravi, is it is not about just creating wealth, which is a startup, which should be the objective at the end of the day. The first and the most important thing in a startup is what need are you solving for the people at large or the segment that you are going to address. So you should have an idea, and also you should have a segment or people who will like or buy your idea. That is where the startup gets built up or germinated. And then we move on to the rest of the evolution of a startup.
I'd also like to this regulatory environment, whether it has become more conducive of doing on the startup side.
Yeah, of course. So in the previous session, I think there was a regulatory representative who was also sitting here, and he has given enough information on that. Yes, of course, the regulatory environment has not only become conducive, it has become democratic. So which is something which is actually propelling the entire environment in the country for youngsters like all in this room to think the way they have started thinking. So that's the difference between maybe Mr. Narayan Murthy creating Infosys at that point of time, or maybe the 2000 era, the Y2K era that we've seen at one point of time, and today, is that the entire environment is working towards making this entire movement happen. So today, while the youth thinks of an idea, like Bala mentioned, even parents have started thinking that way, that is a career option today. So previously, at least in my era, and I'm sure all of us, it was engineering, medical, and agar kuch nahi hua to aap economics kar liye. I'm sorry. So
Same here.
So given this scenario, yes, of course, economics was a career choice. Mine. Okay, but having said that, that's how the thought process was. And like you mentioned during lunch, either shadi or job. These are the two options. Today, people have the courage to think about going into business. How many of us, maybe a few years back, thought about it? And this is being propelled by the entire environment. It's not only about, just the parents thinking or the masses, the youngsters thinking about it, the millennials thinking about it, but also the government is doing enough and more in the environment to spruce it up and propel it in that same direction. Rather, I would say that the government is actually leading the cause, rather than playing a passive propeller, but leading the cause and building environments in that same way. So regulators, yes. So somebody in the last panel mentioned, पहले business करना शुरू करने से पहले हम सोचते थे RBI किधर है, regulations किधर मिलेगा, how will I get the information? Today there is nothing. You just type on Google Baba and everything is available, right? So that's the way it is.
Yeah. Okay, I think I need to bring some riders here on the story that I had told. I wouldn't like it to be remembered as a cigarette story. I think I'm giving a very wrong message there. It's a more a church story than or a horizon story. This is more for the students than for my colleagues here. That there are two things which you have to forget about that story. One is that you have to remain uneducated like Luigi. That is not the message there. And second is that you have to look for a smoke every time there is a problem. So those parts you can forget. The other part, the remaining part, the underlying message you can keep with yourself. Okay. Yeah. Coming back to Ravi now. Raviji, I need you to tell us, and probably tell all of them here, because that for every startup that that succeeds, there are probably hundreds that do not make it. Okay, if we take a look at startups in a slightly restricted sense, not as broad as you were speaking about it. So, what is it that makes some startups succeed and some fail? Is there a recipe there? Is it how much of it is, what counts actually for that? Because I'll be asking this question to Bala also, because she is into hardcore assessment of these things. So I think these people would like to understand actually, what is it that you look for when you when you feel that this investment can succeed and this cannot. There's no cut and dry answer here. So I think all of us will have to struggle together.
They would have heard so many stories on this, because it becomes cliches that all I would say is that entrepreneurship is a tough job. It's a high risk decision of your life. And when you take it may be, as you said, little glamorous to take that decision, but the glamour ends there. Once you jump into it, you realize that it's one of the toughest journeys of your life, maybe for some time. So, your value system based on which you take that decision is very important. Are you just taking that decision because of the glamour, or because you feel that you just want to become an entrepreneur? Or are you doing it because you really believe in something very strong, you have a very strong feeling about it, and really want to take a jump on that? Because if you don't enjoy what you're doing and really don't believe in what you are doing, I'm sure there are some entrepreneurs who will be, I can see some of them who will be probably talking to you in the next session or later. But there would hardly be an entrepreneurial journey, which has been a smooth ride. For every, just like the celebrities, the big cricketers that we see, there has been a journey of years and years of toil of, those cricketers getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning and doing their 5-hour sessions, which we never see. We only see the end product that, they are big players. Similar is the entrepreneurship. There are, for every entrepreneur, a successful entrepreneur I'm talking about, there have been a lot of, milestones of failures, which he didn't stop. So I'm just telling you why they succeeded was probably because at every milestone of failure, they probably learned something from it and then got up again and moved on. So second very important thing, first is you really need to believe that what you're doing is doable. You strongly believe it does not allow you to sleep, that yes, there is an opportunity, I can see it, whether everybody believes in me or not, I'll go for it. The power of your urge has to be that much. And number two, when you jump into the market, unfortunately, market will suddenly show you something which were unexpected. So there will be a lot of iteration as you move forward. What you expected, the customer will not respond like that, the product will not build like that, and the returns will not come like that, the investors will not like your product. So second thing is that you need perseverance, and you need a lot of character to continue on that journey which you have started. So a lot of people which probably, as they say that just, turn back when it was about to happen. So that's why a lot of failures happen, because they didn't have the courage, the perseverance to stay put on their idea and probably work a little harder, go to other people. Number three is, so this is also linked to your emotional kind of strength, because anybody who is not emotionally very strong can get very easily distraught when somebody, you go to a couple of investors and they say, okay, your idea, you will be very passionate, and they very coldly tell you your idea does not excite us at all. Or somebody says, no, this is okay. They don't show interest. You go to a customer to sell your product and he says, okay, so many people I have seen, there is nothing new in this. So your emotional strength to bear all these kind of things, so that you are positive, you are so passionate that every response like this, instead of getting dejected, you take it positively, you take the feedback and go back and understand that what did I learn from this, I think the entrepreneurs who grew, who survived and who became big were the people who really kept on going back to the consumer. I've read some of the entrepreneurial stories like Sam Walton and all. These people really went to the meticulous thing, the smallest thing. They will just observe their consumers. They will do the last smallest thing. They will not sleep, but they will complete that thing so that they can improve the consumer experience by probably 0.01%. And these are the people who succeeded because they were doing the hard work. They never took that entrepreneurship as an easy job to do. So I think, sir, what happens is a lot of people, are not prepared when they go out. And we can have a lot of discussions. Preparation is not only just product. Preparation is just not market. Preparation is a lot more than that. So a lot of people think they have an idea, they just need money and they can start a business tomorrow. It's not like that. When you go out in the market, you'll realize how raw you are. Then you realize in the market how many more people are trying to do the same thing. Much more experienced people, much more, I would say, rich people, resourceful people. So your learnings would be, you need to be realistic with what you're doing, take a lot of feedback, do a lot of market survey. Market survey doesn't mean going out with a paper. Really